Hey guys, welcome back to Day with Jess. And today I noticed that it's Friday and I tend to unwind on Fridays. And today I have some wine. Why? Because last night my daughter decided to teeth. And I don't know if you guys have kiddos or you don't, or you ever suffered through having a teething baby. But last night, my daughter was, I put her down to sleep like around 9:30. I mean, she seemed fine. And then 11 o'clock hit. And she just started crying. Like, oh crap. Like, I was like, oh, maybe she dropped her pacifier. Sometimes she gets a little cranky if she drops her pacifier. And last night, that was not the case. Last night, like, she just went like full blown mad, and I was like, what happened? And I mean, I don't know if you guys recall in the last video I said my husband wakes up at 4 in the morning, well, has to leave the house at 4 in the morning, and now there's a crying baby, and my son has to go to school, so he needs to wake up early, and he's like, he sleeps at a bunk bed, and he's like, like, what's going on? So I was like, oh, it's all right. So I get my daughter. I'll come out here, and well, the best thing I tried to give her was Tylenol because that's the quickest thing that's gonna work. So I gave her a quick dose suited for her age. And so I decided that I had to sleep in the living room with her. So I went on the couch and I soothed her and I consoled her, and I was like rocking back and forth, and then it was gonna be like 12 o'clock, and I was like, oh crap. I mean, she calmed down, which is good, but I was sleeping on the couch, so I'm like, oh. So I woke up and I was like, oh, my back, and oh, snaps, and dang it, you. So, yeah, I was just like, oh, well, another sleepless night I got through. And so today, I mean, I made breakfast and for the kiddos and everything, and right now my house is a mess. Maybe you can't see it. I try not to show it, but it's a fucking disaster. But I was like, you know what? F it. I'm going to take a little time for me and unwind with you and drink a bit of wine. I know right now it is, what time is that? Let me check my clock. It is 1:20. So I just put my daughter to nap. I'm working on dinner. Today, I'm making enchiladas. I had to talk to my mom in the morning, and I was like, hey, so remember that time you made enchiladas? How do you make it? So I was like, okay. So she's like, oh, pone los chiles and blah, blah. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do that. As soon as my daughter goes to sleep, I have dishes right here that I need to wash. But I was just, you know what? It's Friday. Let's take a breather. Had a long week. I don't know if I told you guys in the other video, but something about unwinding and, you know, having a little you time. No, I haven't taught a video about that. I will do that next week. Definitely. I will do a video that's gonna focus on 5 minutes to yourself. This is my 5 minutes to myself. I'm gonna drink a glass of wine. Drink responsibly. If you have babies and you're at home, don't get drunk. That's not good. But have a drink. One. Half a drink. It's okay. I like drinking wine if it's in the daytime. This one is called Italia Roscato. Rosé Dulce. Sweet red. And it's like a knockoff, you could say, from like Stella Rosa. But hey, it tastes good and it does the trick to, you know, relieve some stress from having a sleepless night. But if it makes you sleepy, don't drink this. Drink water, drink of your choice. Don't do this, okay? This is just me. Personal choice. Choices. Personal choice. So, I'm gonna drink my wine. And I'm unwinding a bit. So this is just a video about unwinding, letting yourself go. For me, it's Friday. My husband still has to work tomorrow, so I'm a little bummed out about that. But that's okay. I'm gonna have this drink. I already got dinner started. I'm gonna wash the dishes, and then I'm gonna clean up my house, and then I'm gonna get my son to do his homework, have some playtime with him, get the trash out, the whole shebang, and continue to do my motherly duties. Okay. Oh, also, FYI, I mentioned my daughter was teething. And if you're having problems with your daughter who's teething, or son who's teething, or maybe they're little, or like if they're infants, I mean, I've got some stuff that I used to buy when my son was little. It was the Oragel. I don't know, the Oragel for infant, and then when my daughter started teething, I was looking for it, and I couldn't find it like anywhere. Like, they were just off the market, and I would go to like I even went to the pharmacy where I used to work at, and I was like, hey, so whatever happened to the Oragel? And they were just like, no, I think it went off the market. And then I used the little tablets. I don't know if you guys ever seen them from it's called Highland. I think it's Hyland. Yeah, Highland. And they're also for teething. So the little dissolvable tablets, they're like really tiny, like really, really tiny. And so you put them in your mouth and then melt as with their own saliva, and you rub it when they have like really like irritated gums. And so I started using that for some time, but now my daughter, she's like 1.5 years now. So I try not to do that anymore, because now she knows that I'm gonna put something in her mouth. So what I noticed that like she was really good with, like, this is for parents or who don't want to use any of those products I just mentioned, or if you can find them, you want to go a little bit more natural, you know, some organic stuff, whatever. You can try, when my daughter will really work now that she's older, it's celery, like sticks of celery. So you get a celery and you cut it by like this. Yeah, like this is okay. And just give it to them and have them chew it. And they could eat it if they like the taste. Like my daughter, she loves celery. Like the other day I went to the market and she seen that about the stick of celery and the sticks. And then she was just like diving over like the shopping cart. I was like, okay, like you want, and I know this is bad, mommy. I gave it to her. And so what I did, like, I yanked off a piece and I like dusted and tried to clean it because I couldn't go to the restroom and wash it. So I was like, clean it. And then I gave it to her. And the whole time she was at the market, she was just going at it, like biting the damn celery. I remember my mother once told me about onions, like the little baby onions, like, so like they get them and they like also chew on them. Some babies are cool with that. Some babies like they start crying because like onions are so strong. So some babies like them, some babies don't. But if you want to try anything I just mentioned, oh, I mean, you know your baby, but if you don't know what would work, also depending on the age, if they're like 4 or 5 months and they start teething, like, so babies start teething really early, and some babies don't start teething till like a year. I mean, it varies. So with that being said, try anything that would work. And I know some babies get diarrhea, some babies get like, oh, it's bad. Oh god, it's bad. Thankfully my son didn't get diarrhea, but I know my nephews, they did, and like it got to the point where like their poop would like irritate like their bottom, and it was so bad. Like as soon as they went to like they pooped in a diaper, like they were screaming, because like even though you use the diaper rash cream and like all that stuff, like sometimes it's very uncomfortable. I mean, if it's uncomfortable for an adult, you know, having toothache or whatever, imagine a baby. That's twice as bad, or even more. I don't know, but that's what happened to me. So I guess this video is just unwinding about having a teething baby and how to cope and what to do. So yeah, I tried the Highland tablets, I tried the Oragel, and I figured that would work for my daughter now that she's older. It's celery. So if you guys having that problem, try any of those things out, and I seriously hope it works, and hang in there. It does pass. You'll get through it. It's irritating. It's like you have an irritated child, you're also irritated yourself because you're trying to soothe that baby and you're trying to soothe yourself. So soothe yourself with a drink. And then keep pushing, because no matter what, your day has to keep going. So yeah, I think that's it for today about unwinding with my wine. I'll see you guys soon, probably next week.